All right, heat number 1, it will be Blake Mosley and Kevin Martin on the front row, David Garman and Nathan Voss on the second row, Skylar Massey, Jonathan Oropolo on the third row, Michael Scruggs rounding out the field. As everybody gets lined up, pace truck about to start rolling. And apparently one of the pit crews back there is in dress shirts and ties. I don't think that that's probably not an approved safety outfit. We'll have to see if we can get a quick look at it as the cars go back by on the other side. Yep, brown shirts and dark ties. So we'll have to have a talk. I imagine the officials will be going to pit road to see what is up with that. Pace truck about to drop off. And there goes the pace truck. Green flag in the air. Heat number 1 underway. Blake Mosley off like a rocket. Garman to the bottom, trying to get around Kevin Martin. Side by side, up front, a car just blinked out. I believe that was Nathan Voss having a little connection issue. Now it is Kevin Martin fighting back to the outside, up to second now. Now looking for a way around Blake Mosley. Jonathan Oropolo starting to make his way forward as well. Michael Scruggs, not used to seeing him that far back. He is struggling here tonight. Kevin Martin still trying to find a way to get up to the back bumper of Blake Mosley. David Garman now in third. Nathan Voss is fourth. Jonathan Oropolo fifth. Michael Scruggs sixth. Battling with Skylar Massey, who is in seventh. Skylar looking to the low side, though. He might take sixth here. And as they get two to go, Skylar Massey does take sixth place. Jonathan Oropolo now in fifth. Nathan Voss in fourth. David Garman in third. White flag in the air for Blake Mosley. Kevin Martin trying to fight back. Can't get anything yet. And Blake Mosley will win heat number one. Kevin Martin comes home second. David Garman third. Nathan Voss fourth. Jonathan Oropolo fifth. Skylar Massey sixth. And Michael Scruggs finishes seventh. Heat number two will be Michael Whiting and Cody Olson on the front row. Stephen Lindo, Joel Naff on the second row. Brian Mansfield and Patrick Coluccio on the third row. And Justin Glover rounding out the field. Everybody getting lined up. And not sure what's going on with Michael Whiting there on the start. Think he might have caught a tire in the infield. And Joel Naff, I believe that is a new paint scheme for Joel tonight. I do believe so. All right, pace truck about to go off. Pace truck to the infield as they come out of turn number 4. Green flag in the air, heat number 2 underway. And Joel Naff gets a great start here. But Patrick Coluccio trying to fight by. Michael Whiting upside down, gets spun around. Manages to keep going the right way. Caution is out. Let's see if we can get a little bit closer look as to what happened here. Michael Whiting just gets checked up. It looks like he gets tapped on the back bumper, gets spun around, catches Brian Mansfield as well. So several cars involved in that incident, with Michael Whiting starting up front and now going to the back. Now Joel Naff in the lead. Stephen Lindo is second. Patrick Coluccio in third. Brian Mansfield fourth. Justin Glover fifth. Cody Olson sixth. And Michael Whiting now back to seventh with 1 lap to green. Pace truck is in. Joel Naff has been getting stronger every week. Now he gets the lead. Green flag in the air. 4 to go in heat number 2. And here comes Patrick Coluccio in third place, starting to make his way forward. Meanwhile, Lindo looking to the inside, trying to find a way around Naff, loses a little bit of ground. Joel Naff currently in the lead. And Lindo looks to the inside one more time. Gets the infield tire though. 4 laps to go. Brian Mansfield starting to make his way forward. He gets around Patrick Coluccio, up to 4th now. And Joel Naff just barely still holding on to the lead. Joel Naff getting his first heat win last week. Could get his second one here tonight. 2 to go. And now Patrick Coluccio and Cody Olson side by side right behind Joel. Joel's going to come around and get the white flag. Cody Olson looking to the low side. Oh, Coluccio taps him. Cody Olson gets clear. Cody Olson to the lead. Joel Naff trying to fight back on the high side. Coming off of turn 4. Who is it going to be? It'll be Cody Olson at the line. Joel Naff comes home second. Stephen Lindo in third. Patrick Coluccio fourth. Justin Glover is fifth. Brian Mansfield sixth. And Michael Whiting finishes seventh. All right, quick warm-up session. As everybody starts to roll off of pit road. Watching to see who will be fastest in the warm-up session. Right now it's Blake Mosley. Cody Olson had a very strong run and win in his heat. Blake Mosley wins his heat. They'll be on the front row. David Garman and Patrick Coluccio have not taken to the track for warm-up yet. And a bit of a surprise to see Michael Whiting struggle in his heat, especially with him starting out front. Usually when Michael Whiting has that fresh track right in front of him, he just takes off. David Garman now taken to the track. Coluccio, only driver. Coluccio is now out on track. And, oh, Michael Scruggs and Justin Glover get together. Joel Naff currently 10th fastest. It'll be interesting to see once they start. Can he get that car back to the front? Can he pull off the win here tonight? He's had some close ones here lately. Yeah, and I have to agree, Butch. I think Garmy might have his hands full tonight. It is a very strong field. Blake Mosley, Lindo, a lot of fast drivers. Wow. And it's not often you see a big one on a 1/3 mile track, but there you have it. The big one at Limaland. Hopefully not a sign of things to come. But throughout all the chaos, Blake Mosley has still managed to hold on to the fastest lap. All right, just over a minute left in warm-up. Make sure you hit that share button. Tell your friends and family, come watch this, what will promise to be an exciting race. All these guys, all 14 drivers out here looking at the times, all within half a second, but the top 5 are within just a 1/10 of a second of each other. Actually, I stand corrected. Blake Mosley is a 1/10 of a second, over a 1/10 of a second faster in second place. Stephen Lindo, second place back to 8th place is all within a 1/10 of a second, but Blake Mosley quite a bit faster. We could see a very dominant race out of Blake Mosley tonight. And don't forget, the points battle is extremely, from first to second is huge, 68 points. But then from Stephen Lindo in second place, all the way through the field, especially with Isaac Salas and Butch Baker not being here tonight, even using tonight as their drop races, the points battle is going to be very tight. We're in week 7 of a 10-week season. Things are going to get very interesting over the next few weeks. All right, warm-up is over, heats are done, qualifying is done, it's time to go racing. Up front will be Blake Mosley and Cody Olson. On the second row will be Kevin Martin and Joel Naff. David Garman and Stephen Lindo have the third row. Nathan Voss, Patrick Coluccio on the fourth row, Jonathan Orapollo and Justin Glover on the fifth row. Skylar Massey and Brian Mansfield 11th and 12th. 13th will be Michael Scruggs. Michael Whiting is in 14th. And everybody taking to the grid. Looks like we are gonna get these engines fired and get going. Pace truck now finally moving. He decided to take his own sweet time about it. And Cody Olson looks like he has an EOL tonight. He is going to the back. That'll put Joel Naff on the outside of the front row. Everybody getting lined up here as we get one to green. Blake Mosley will start on the inside. Joel Naff starting on the outside. Pace truck is in. Green flag is in the air. 50 laps from Limaland. And a lot of guys right up by the wall. Think a few of them might have gotten the wall, but Blake Mosley is away. Garmin starting to work his way forward. Joel Naff, who started on the outside of the front row, has dropped back to about fourth. Garmin now up to third, and Kevin Martin up into second, trying to run down Blake Mosley, but Blake has got a huge lead already. And a lot of excitement as they're 3 wide on the front straightaway. Brian Mansfield, Justin Glover, Cody Olson starting to make his way forward. Some chaos up here. Everybody's going the right way. Brian Mansfield starting to make his way forward. He started in 12th and is now up to 6th. Cody Olson started last due to an EOL, had some problems there, but he is making his way forward quickly as well to the outside of Scruggs here. Blake Mosley, meanwhile, continuing to walk away from the field. David Garman now in second. Caution is out. Looks like Michael Scruggs just drifted up and caught Joel Naff. Ended up spinning around. Got going the right way, but brings the first caution of the night. And looks like Kevin Martin will be scored in second. David Garman in third. Blake Mosley still out front. He is the one driver that did not want to see that caution come out. He had well over a 1 second lead. Blake Mosley choosing to start on the inside. Kevin Martin to the outside. David Garman on the bottom, the second row. Stephen Lindo on the outside of the second row. Cody Olson now up to 9th. Pace truck is in. Green flag back in the air. Lap number 8. And Blake Mosley does not get away quite as quickly this time. Garmin to the bottom for the lead. Can't quite get there yet, but he's bringing Nathan Voss with him. Now Nathan Voss looking on the bottom, making it 3 wide. Garmin has to slide up. Garmin still trying to make that bottom work, but meanwhile Kevin Martin and Stephen Lindo up on the high side have a lot of momentum working their way forward. Now Garmin tries to slide up into second. As while Garmin is battling, Blake Mosley continues to pull away from the field. Oh, Kevin Martin's in the wall, on the back straightaway. Caution. Off turn 2, gets up on the and just gets a little bit of help from Lindo, gets into the wall, finds the gap there going into turn 3. Meanwhile, this will give everybody another shot at Blake Mosley. Blake Mosley currently has the fastest lap of the night, and his fastest lap 0.2 of a second faster than David Garman's. 0.2 of a second faster than everybody else. He definitely has something figured out at this track. Side by side, Blake Mosley choosing the inside, Garmin on the outside. Pace truck drops off. Green flag back in the air. And track starting to show, it is really starting to slick off up there. And Lindo on the bottom trying to take second place from Garmin. Here comes Nathan Voss up the middle. Garmin on the high side. Just barely clears Lindo. Where is Cody Olsen? He is back in 4th place after having to start tail end of the field due to an EOL. Caution, Michael Scruggs. Looks like coming out of 4. Oh, Joel Naff gets together with Brian Mansfield. Michael Scruggs gets collected. Cody Olsen starting dead last on the field. Now up to 4th. Might be the only one that can run down Blake Mosley here. And Chad, you are right. The 6 machine started dead last on the field in 14th spot, now up to 4th. Field definitely stacked with some of the best dirt talent on iRacing. Pace truck is in. Green flag back in the air. Off into turn 1. Can Garmin do anything with him? Here comes Cody Olsen. Stephen Lindo on the bottom. Stephen goes for the lead as Garmin gets turned. No caution. Caution out finally. Let's see what happened here. And, oh, it looks like Garmin just had a run, got up underneath Blake Mosley, tried to correct, and gets down to the bottom. Michael Whiting and several others get collected in that incident. Blake Mosley still has the lead. Garmin now being put back up to 2nd. Lindo 3rd. Cody Olsen 4th. Nathan Voss 5th. Skylar Massey now up into 6th. Patrick Coluccio now to 7th. Single file restart this time. Green flag back in the air. Single file restart, but they are going 2 and 3 wide down the back straightaway. Garmin right on the back bumper of Blake Mosley. Stephen Lindo down to the bottom. He has been charging forward. He is wanting that lead. Can't quite get there yet. And Cody Olsen up on the high side. As the track slicks off, it looks like that high line is the place to be. Now Blake Mosley starting to open up a bit of a gap while they battle for 2nd. Stephen Lindo on the bottom pushing hard. Cody Olsen almost getting a run on the high side that time. Almost gets to the outside of Garmin. Can't complete it yet. Gets past Stephen Lindo this time. While they're back here battling for 2nd, Blake Mosley continuing to open up a lead. Now 1 second. Now Cody Olsen has the run on the outside. Can he get around Garmin here? Gets the nose ahead going into the turn. Not enough yet. Gets alongside of him into the turn this time. Will he have enough? Oh, Garmin bobbles. Cody Olsen to 2nd. Now Cody Olsen's going to have some clean track. Can he get up there? It's a 2-second lead for Blake Mosley right now. Meanwhile, on the bottom, Nathan Voss has been fighting his way forward. He started in 7th, up to 4th. Lindo up to 5th. Coluccio now in 6th. Skylar Massey in 7th. Brian Mansfield, after the earlier incident, now back up to 8th. Michael Whiting in 9th. And here comes Jonathan Orapollo working his way through the field. Oh! Orapollo gets underneath Mansfield. Mansfield's up in the wall. Collects Joel Naff. Mansfield is flying caution. As Joel Naff gets him, he does several rolls, but he sticks the landing on that one. It had good skill. He stuck the landing. We're going to have to score that one with an 8.1. Not the highest score we've ever seen, but definitely getting up there. Meanwhile, Blake Mosley continues to dominate this event, but now you've got Cody Olson in 2nd. Can Cody stay with him and do anything with him? Nope, lights go back on the pace car. All right, lights go out on the pace car this time. Blake Mosley in the lead, Cody Olson 2nd, Nathan Voss, David Garman 3rd and 4th, Stephen Lindo and Patrick Coluccio 5th and 6th. Pace truck is in. Green flag is back in the air, 25 laps to go. Now Cody Olson has the restart on the bottom line. He's going to try and drive up. Garman up the bottom. Now Garman trying to fight for the lead here. Can't do anything with Blake Mosley yet. And caution is out. Justin Glover caught. Glover there on the bottom, and oh, Skylar Massey was just almost stopped and sideways, and Glover catches the side of him. Now you have to wonder if Glover is getting a penalty for the thing, getting the Glover penalty, getting Glovered, I think is what they ended up calling it. To clarify, there is Rule 4.4 of the Outlaw Rulebook states you got to be respectful over the radio and not be yelling and screaming, cussing at each other. Justin Glover being a Marine, you can imagine why he got that nickname, or why the rule got nicknamed after him. All right, Blake Mosley and Cody Olson will be on the front row again. Garman and Voss now on the second row. Pace truck is in. Green flag in the air, 22 to go at the line. Blake Mosley, another great restart. Garman gets a good shot down on the bottom. Cody Olson stuck in the middle as Nathan Voss looks to the high side. Nathan has nothing yet, and now Cody Olson drifts to the high side. Chaos behind, as here comes Coluccio. Cody Olson, David Garman staying within reach of Blake Mosley right now. And the battle continues behind. Now Garman back to the high side. Stephen Lindo trying to make something happen on the bottom, trying to get some positions. Here comes Nathan Voss. They touch briefly. Everybody keeps going the right way. Blake Mosley has opened up a 1-second lead already in just a couple of laps. Now it's a battle for second as Cody Olson in second, David Garman in third, Patrick Coluccio in fourth. Track completely slicked off. Everybody trying to run that high line. Everybody except Nathan Voss, who is still trying to make something happen down on the bottom. But Blake Mosley right up on the cushion through the turns. And 15 to go for Blake Mosley this time, and he's going to start lapping cars. As Justin Glover obviously has some damage after that incident, slow on the bottom. Cody Olsen and David Garman. Garman trying to take second. A little further back, Lindo, Coluccio, and Voss still fighting. Coluccio loses a lot of ground there, gets loose through the turn. Now Nathan Voss up to 5th. Now Coluccio and Michael Whiting battling. Michael Whiting goes to the bottom. He's going to take 6th. Coluccio is going backwards. He is struggling. All of a sudden, now he's got some speed. Sends it down underneath and slides back up in front of Michael Whiting. Blake Mosley now has lapped Michael Scruggs. And he is looking for Jonathan or Apollo. Cody Olsen now still battling, but 3 seconds back from the leader. If this thing stays green, Cody Olsen is going to lap a lot of cars. He gets around Orapollo, now looking for Joel Naff. David Garman still trying to find a way to second. Stephen Lindo is now having to battle Nathan Voss, who has made that bottom line work and made his way up to 5th. Gets a little bit of the tire that time. Nathan Voss getting that tire out of turns 1 and 2 every time. Trying to get around Lindo here. Now Joel Naff gets lapped as Blake Mosley comes by. Now 8 cars on the lead lap. Blake Mosley is running away with this thing. Cody Olsen still 3 seconds back. David Garman still right there with him. Skylar Massey having a good run tonight, up to 8th now. This race definitely going to upset the points just a little bit. As Skylar Massey gets the wall, the leader is coming. 4 laps to go for Blake Mosley. Cody Olsen currently running in 2nd. Garman trying to get past in 3rd, down on the bottom. Can't do anything with him. Kevin Martin has been lapped, and now Blake Mosley had just 2 laps to go. He'll get the white flag this time by. Blake Mosley, white flag, 3-second lead over Cody Olsen. David Garman in 3rd. And Cody Olsen is going to pass a couple of cars and take the win here at Limaland. 2nd place is going to be Cody Olsen. 3rd place will be David Garman. Nathan Voss finishes 4th. Stephen Lindo comes home 5th. And a dominating win by Blake Mosley. Let's see if we can get a word with our winner. Hey Blake, this is Doug. You got me?
Yep, I got you.
Hey man, dominating win here tonight.
Oh yeah, the limiteds, I don't really run the limiteds too much, but I just remember that they were kind of wide open, and when the track gets slicked off like this, there's only one line, and that's the top.
Well, despite that, I mean, Cody Olsen, David Garman, Nathan Voss, all great dirt drivers, and you drove away from all of them. They all had a chance at you, and none of them could do anything with you.
Yeah, Limaland, this is like my track. Like, it don't matter what I come here in, I'm normally pretty quick. I love this place. It's been one of my favorite tracks since it came out.
Well, it is definitely showing tonight, man. Congratulations. I fully expect to see you battling for the points next season.
Maybe I'm part timer right now because of my night shift work. Like they've been giving me trouble over there about me not showing up. But yeah, I'm part timer due to my work schedule. But I wish I could run more. It's fun to run over here with these guys, and I enjoy it every time I come. It's never a dull moment in Discord.
That is definitely the truth. Well, congratulations. That was one heck of a win, buddy.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, let's see if Cody Olson is available. He is. Hey, Cody, this is Doug. You got me?
Yes, sir.
Hey, congratulations on second place. You and Garmin had quite a battle going on, but nobody had anything for Blake tonight.
Yeah, Blake was gone tonight. He was smoked the field.
Yeah, you guys had a couple of shots at him on the restart, and it looked like a couple of times you might actually get around him.
Yeah, there was one or two times where I felt like I might have had a few runs, but I think his overall long runs were just better. He was just smoother, more consistent, and everything through the corners. It was a hell of a race for him. Congrats.
Well, congratulations to you two, man. You come home in second, nothing to sneeze at. That was one heck of a run.
Oh yeah, that was fun. I love racing with these guys.
All right, man. Congrats, buddy.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
And let's see if we can get a quick word again. Looks like David Garman has left the building. Double check myself. Yep. So that will be it for tonight. Don't forget to tune in tomorrow night. We will have the new recruitment races for the new series. You might recognize some names from tonight that might be appearing there in the American All-Star Dirt Series tomorrow night at 7 Eastern. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and great night of racing. A lot of exciting racing here tonight. Hope you guys had as much fun as we did. Don't forget to come back tomorrow night and check out the Facebook page for a bunch of leagues that are currently recruiting. Thank you guys so much and have a great night.